All right, today, March 5th, 2024, Facebook was down for hours. Everybody thought their account was hacked. Everybody was trying to log in, re-logging in, changing their passwords. Communication was down to a halt, especially for people that are in government and can't use other means to communicate. So Reddit was fortunately not down. So there was a question posed: what did you do while Facebook was down? So I'm going to ask y'all that question. So some of the answers are
the easiest answer ever.
Says I was on Reddit, finding out Facebook's down. Somebody's posted closing my eyes and picturing everybody's face so I don't forget them. And if only I had some sort of book to put them in. And so that was my favorite because they're talking about Facebook.
So
I have a question for you. What government agencies use Facebook to communicate?
Yeah, Chris,
Nobody.
you even work.
So
yeah, but you said that the government agencies
websites are limited, right? So, let's say Google. I'm not able to use Google for a chat or anything.
But you can use Facebook?
But I can use Facebook. Somebody somewhere said Facebook's cool. So
well, that's a big issue.
And let's see. So everybody's thinking that their account was hacked. Some IT guy said I had to assure teachers that I didn't block their access to Facebook. Yeah. So what did you do, Robbie?
I lived my life.
Touch some grass.
I didn't even know it was down till probably an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know at all.
Well, Facebook is for the Generation X, linking it to you. I don't know if you saw that SNL skit with Sweeney, that whatever her name is. She was an intern for a police detective office, and they were trying to solve cold cases. And one of the comments was they would scroll through people's Facebooks or Instagrams to find out where people were, and they're like, "Wow, we're solving cases." And was how old is he? And he was like, "Oh, he's 40." And she was like, "Facebook." So I recommend.
I do social media most of the day, and I don't even get on Facebook. Jamie, what did you do today because you didn't have Facebook?
Or Instagram.
Normally do, which is chase around kids and worked.
All right.
Because I don't use Facebook, so.
So what I did today is I made some extra money, and it's kind of funny because we had this conversation in the car because Kim was like, "Yeah, it kicked me out," and I was like, "Okay." Sign back in. She's like, "It's not working." I'm like, "Okay, let me try mine." Yeah, it's not working. Cool, it's not working. And I was like, you know what? I really don't care if it ever comes back.
I thought you were gonna say that you went onto your trading app and shorted it. Like, yep, sucks to be them. Well, there's $5 more grand in my pocket.
No, I went about
Did
my
it drop?
day.
Did it drop today by chance? Did anyone look?
I've got it all pulled up right now. I can tell you. I'll throw that into my segment as well. All right.
Meta.
Yep.
So, Chris, what did you do today because you didn't have Facebook?
I had to work.
Wait, so the company that you worked for actually might have made a profit today because Facebook was down?
I don't know if they made a profit, but it was
I definitely did.
But I make a profit whether I'm on Facebook or not.
What's the saying? You make my company makes $1, I make $0.10. That's why I take a shit on company time.
Yep. It's actually funny because on one of the deployments that I was on, there's an app called Poop Calculator, and you literally put in what you make per hour, and you log your poops to see how much time or how much money you made while pooping.
I go back
thousands.
I go back to the time when I was in Iraq, and you got 1 day a week for like 30 minutes to an hour to be on the computer, and then you got 1 day a week to be on the phone, and you got like 30 minutes. And back then it was MySpace, but the last thing I'm gonna do with my 30 minutes of internet time was gonna be to get on MySpace.
Yeah. Well, on our deployments, our internet was very, very minimal. Like, the only way to be able to text message or message back home was literally to reply to emails. And you had to wait for the emails to come through, and you're like, well, shit, it's been like 7 minutes since the last email came through. The internet must be down. Okay.
Oh, there was zero chance, and I was in Iraq, there was zero chance you're getting a reply while you're sitting there. So you wrote the most important people all the way down, and hoping that you got a response by the time you got to the end of your time. The first person was Johnny on the spot, which still didn't really have email on your phones back then.
Yep.
And so you had to be at your computer and go, oh, you've got mail. And then you get it and reply back. But the odds of that happening were slim and none.
Yep.
Yeah, so Facebook Meta was down 1.6%. So not much. Not much. Opened up at $4.95. Closed out. Yeah, so it was down almost 8 cents or $8. So you missed your shot, Jody.
I did.
Should have pulled the trigger on those shorts.
I don't think they even explained why it went down as of yet.
Well, wouldn't
it's
T-Mobile and AT&T, or was that the other day?
AT&T.
That was about a week ago. And guess what? They gave us $5 for every line we have as a way to say they're sorry.
Sorry.
So that's something that I didn't think to discuss last time. So at the same time, that old, I think it was a Russian satellite, came out of the sky. At almost approximately the same time as AT&T went out.
A coincidence?
Yeah.
Is AT&T in bed with the Russians? Will T-Mobile fold? Find out next week on Bro Time.
No, but
old school Batman.
Yeah. But I mean, I seriously think about it. I mean, Facebook went down. Of course, the first thing that came to a lot of our mind, or at least some of our minds, at least in the technical field, the IT field, is, oh yeah, Facebook got hacked. Yep.
Which
it was also Instagram.
We're in for a doozy on this one.
Well, Facebook and Instagram are the same thing. So if one gets hacked, the other gets hacked. So it's the same thing.